Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And let me clear my throat here. As Miss Piggy said, I got a frog in my throat. Anyway, I didn't post yesterday because we had another wind event and it was too nasty to try to do anything. The winds are just now starting to pick up late afternoon here, so see the hood open on the van. That's because I did go into town and get myself a new battery yesterday, and not really brand new, as you can see. A nice Interstate. Those of you who don't know, Interstate batteries are Costco batteries, but I got this from California Battery. They do refurbished batteries, and that's what this is refurbished. And they put the date on it right here, 4/30/24, so I know when it was installed. And they gave me a pretty good warranty on it. But yeah, he installed it. He cleaned everything, and then he put the protectant stuff on the contacts to make sure that they were nice and clean, and got everything ready to go here. And the van starts up with the flick of the wrist. And I got about 50 more horsepower. yeah, it's a gas engine, but I get 50 more horsepower with a new battery. All right. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I just don't make sense. That's because I'd rather make dollars. Hi, little girl. How are you doing? Yeah. Her pups are over there against the little house. They're tiny. They were born on February 28th. So we got March, April, and now we're into May. And that gives them, like, they're probably 2 months old. These are 5 months old. And those over there are only about the size of this guy's head. The whole dog is the size of this dog's head. It's strange. They're tiny little things. But of course, little girl's a little girl too. She's not really big. But she's at that point now where she doesn't want to nurse those pups because they're starting to get teeth. And she doesn't go over there very often. She does every now and then, but she can't take very much of the nursing with the teeth on them. But it's strange that Midnight, one of the little black pups that came from her, is like a surrogate mother over there. She hangs around and keeps an eye on those pups and won't let anybody near them. And she'll lay there and let the pups lay on her and stuff like that. And if little girl goes romping around the desert like she does quite often, the little pups over there will sleep inside that coop with Midnight. This is Blackie right here. He's a little sweetheart. He follows me everywhere. He's like a magnet to me. And this is the other one right here. This is Limpy, the one that was injured very young. And she always comes over to get her little smoozing. She wants her head scratched in the morning and things like that. So anyway, I'm going to be having somebody coming to spend a couple of days here. And I haven't got an exact date for them yet, but we'll see what happens there, and we'll go from there. He's actually one of the people interested in my offer for this property. And while I'm on that subject, let me get a few things straight here. I understand that the world has gotten to a point where people look at anything like the offer that I'm making for this property and they say, it's too good to be true, so it can't be true. I understand that, but this is true. I am alone in the world. I have nobody to leave this property to. I'm in the seventh decade of years in my life, and I'll be approaching the 8th decade soon. And at that point, I have seen a lot of people, friends and customers. They're fine through the 7s, but once they get up real close to the 8s, from 80 to 84, they go downhill fast. And it's not just health-wise, but they can't move as fast as they did. They can't hear. They can't see. Things like that. Now, I'm not sick. I'm not dying right now. I want you to understand that. And that's one of the things. I got the stipulation that I'm going to be staying here on this property for a while. But it won't be very long, because I'm telling you, I'm on my 10-year plan right now. That means that I'm planning on 10 more years of good life, but that doesn't mean 10 more years of being able to keep this place up by myself. So once I reach that point where I can no longer maintain this place, and I can't get up and take care of the animals, and I can't take care of my garden, there's no need for me to be here anymore. So I'm going to move on in life with that, and probably if I'm having any health problems whatsoever, I'll probably end up in the VA hospital, where I'll spend my final days just waiting to waste away. And I know a few of my veteran friends that have done that. And they reached that 80 mark, and they just couldn't function anymore, so they went to the VA hospital, and they spent their days in the VA hospital, walking in the hallways whenever they were allowed to, and laying in bed the rest of the time, and just waiting for the ultimate day to come. So we do all have to face that. It's going to happen to us. I'm trying to plan ahead and give somebody a great opportunity in life, because I've been given a few good opportunities in life, and I want to be able to pass the buck. I want to pass that forward, pay it forward. So if somebody is really interested in a really great deal here, I settled on the amount of $35,000, and that's $10,000 down, and I'll carry the paperwork on the balance of $25,000 paid off within 3 years, and there'll be no interest charges on that. And the reason I say 3 years is because, like I said, I'm planning ahead. You know, I don't know if I'm going to be around much longer than that. But if I've got that money, and by that time I also have the money from my inheritance all put together, I'll have this place in ship-shape condition for somebody to take over when it comes time. And I'd like to see somebody younger, somebody in your 50s. Hey, this is ideal for you, because you'll only be in your 60s when it comes time to retire, and that's your retirement ages. And then you'll have a 20-acre lot with a off-grid cabin with wind and solar power and everything to go with it. And the shops and the tools and all that stuff. Now, there may be some tools that I get rid of along the way because I just don't use them anymore. But there'll still be a lot going on here. And it's a great deal for somebody. And please don't think that I'm just trying to do this because I need a job and I can't get one. That's not the idea behind this. The idea behind this is planning ahead for the future of my dream property here, not ending up in government hands. I want somebody who's going to enjoy it. Somebody who's going to be able to live and enjoy the off-grid life in their retirement. So that's the whole plan. So don't try to read between the lines. There are no words between the lines. What I'm telling you is the whole truth. The facts are all there. If you need me to clarify a fact, I'll clarify that. But please don't ask stupid questions about me looking for a nurse in my elderly days. That's not the idea. You're skipping over the whole idea. The idea is I want some reliable, trusting, nice, good person or persons, husband and wife deal, to be able to take over this property and live the ultimate dream of retirement. When I moved out here, I knew that I was on a 20-year plan. And I forgot to mention that we just got through April. On the 24th of April, I'm in my 9th year here. Okay, so with add another 10 years to that, and that's 19 of the 20 years that I was looking at a possibility of being on this property and enjoying life. And well, I don't know if it's going to go that far. So anybody interested out there, let me know and we'll move on from there. This is G Bear signing off.